Guys, what's going on, right? It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys. How's it going, right? Here we are on a Wednesday, I believe. Now, guys, here let's break some news because here we go, right? We have a couple of stories here that we can check out here, right? Hold on, give me 1 second. Damn. Oh, yes. Okay. All right, guys. Here, let me drop the link for anyone in the Discord first, right? And then I'll open it up here in a little bit. Let's do this. All right, so guys, let's break some news first, right? Let's do this. Now, guys, Snowboard covered this story yesterday, but I figured that we would revisit this here, right? Look at this, guys. Look at this. This chick had a baby, right? As in delivered the baby, threw it in the toilet, right? And then put it in a duffel bag and then buried it in the backyard. Absolutely insane. Yeah. What an absolute demon. Who do we have here? We have Keyshawn. What's up, man? Kelvin's here. Kelvin, how you doing? It's good to see you as usual, guys. It's good to see you. Hold on. There we are. He says they're lonely, but they hate spending all the money on their own bills. Yeah, isn't it funny how chicks say they're all lonely, they're happy single, but there's so many single moms because they let Nug shoot up the club. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the $5, man.
You are scaring the hoes.
I appreciate that. Black Superman, how you doing? I'll have a sound effect for you soon, pal. Steve, what's up, dude? It's good to see you. It's good to see
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Radix, how you doing? Red Doors here. Laughing Man, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Long time
what's up,
no
Laughing
see,
Man?
My friend. Harold, how you doing? Good to see you. Seagrips here. Digson, how you doing? Puerto Rico in the house. What's up, guys? Now, guys, here you go. This story's messed up. Now, guys,
yeah, it is.
If you want to learn more about the story, go to Snowboard's live from yesterday because he covered this extensively. So,
accused of burying her newborn baby in her backyard is back in jail tonight, now facing a murder charge.
That's right. A grand jury handed down the indictment earlier today. West 2's Patrick Perez live in the newsroom tonight. And Patrick, this woman is also facing some other criminal charges as well.
Yeah, some detectives have been building this case since the initial arrest a month ago, and now they believe she may have planned her baby's death. This new photo shared by the Flagler County Sheriff's Office shows 20-year-old...
The fact that she was out in the first place shows how biased our criminal justice system is, right, guys?
Yep.
You guys think that if a man, buried a baby like this, that he would be walking free? No.
Ann May DeMagillo in handcuffs again after turning herself in at the county
She
jail
would have
Monday
dug the
evening.
hole right. Oh! They found it like 2 seconds.
A grand jury heard her case earlier in the day. She's now charged with first-degree premeditated murder, aggravated child abuse,
Look at
and
this black-eyed nihilist.
Demon, yeah.
Demon.
Blank-eyed, no soul. You know what I'm saying? She's probably high.
She was idolizing Casey Anthony and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Death of a person with intent to conceal the death. The indictment follows a month-long investigation by Flagler County detectives. They initially arrested her on an aggravated manslaughter charge back on March 6 after accusing her of giving birth to her baby and then leaving the newborn in a toilet to die.
She sees it in the toilet, leaves it there, watches it, hears it cry, and waits until it stops crying and moving. She hid the infant in a duffel bag in her closet and went about her normal daily routine.
From there, deputies say Demagillo went to her college before performing in a play at the Little Theater in New Smyrna Beach. When she returned home, they say Demagillo buried her baby in the backyard.
Damn.
Since her initial arrest, detectives have learned she had searches on her phone for newborn premature babies, Palm Coast OBGYN, and Foods to Decrease Fertility. Deputies
Isn't that nuts how, like, guys, you could literally, guys, we literally give women every single way out, right? Abstinence, 37 different forms of birth control, guys. There's more flavors of birth control than there are flavors of ice cream at Baskin Robbins, dude, straight up. Plan B, multiple forms of Plan Bs, right? Baby deletion.
I saw one at 7-Eleven the other day. You can get it like next to like
Yeah.
Tylenol and stuff.
Yeah, guys, they can drive to a state where baby deletion's allowed.
Hospital.
I'm just they can do adoption, or they can just drive to any police station, fire station. There's a slot. You put the baby in a slot. You don't even need to knock on the door. You literally just open it up, slide the little bastard in there, and take off.
I'm really starting
Demons,
to think
man.
that that they like worship killing children and infanticide. Like I think that they look at that actually like it's a liberating act or something.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so.
Like
I'm
a
serious.
ritual or
Like
rite of
you're not
passage.
wrong. You're not wrong to call them demons. I really do think that they, in a real sense, they worship death and they do not value human life.
Guys, what I always say, guys, put a one if you agree that feminism's a death cult. It is. Everywhere it spreads, people begin to die, and civilizations die. I mean, that's just, it's irrefutable now, you know.
Well, I think that's kind of painting it with a broad toilet brush. Oh!
Hey, guys, we have to laugh to keep from crying, seriously. Because, guys, it's like they can delete that. Look, guys, look. Baby deletion as birth control is wrong. I'm sorry, but that's the number one reason why they're doing it. They can do that, and they still will wait until they give birth.
Yeah.
There's no excuses then. You know?
They say they also found on her phone images of Casey Anthony and newborn babies. In a statement, Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley says, in part, I commend our investigators who followed every lead in our digital forensics team that uncovered the digital evidence to prove this tragic case was a premeditated murder.
Good. No, guys, let's.
Demagillo had been out on bond since March 12th when she was released from jail and ran from cameras.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
Power whip.
Yeah.
Look. You guys ready for this? Guys. Veal plot mayor, police chief arrested. Watch.
Breaking news. Multiple law enforcement officers and officials across Evangeline and
Jesus, look at the shoulders on this broad. Holy moly, look at that, guys. Omaha! Omaha! Hut, hike! You hand her the ball, dude, and you're going to score. Look at this broad.
Oh, the B-dub.
She's like a linebacker.
I don't know what this chick is. Look at that, guys.
I'm gonna butter your bread.
I didn't even think that at first. That looks like a man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
St. Landry parishes were arrested today. Among them, Mammoth Police Chief Charles Pat Hall and Ville Platte Mayor Ryan Ledate Williams. News 10's Jasmine Dean joins us now live with what we know. Jasmine, what can you tell us right now?
That's right, Britt. Multiple public officials across Evangeline and St. Landry Parish were arrested today as a result of the state police investigation. Now, in a release, the Evangeline Parish Sheriff's Office requested state police criminal.
Well.
criminal investigations investigate allegations of
He's kind of crying.
He knows someone's gonna take his cheeks in jail.
Oh, absolutely.
Please, Senior Judge. What if I drop this soap?
investigate allegations of malfeasance in office of these individuals. Now, police say during the investigation, 5 public officials were identified as having access to state or government computer databases and shared sensitive information with an arrested defendant pertaining to an ongoing case.
What?
Among the arrested are Ville Platte Mayor
Huh?
And they had a fake job where they weren't accountable for much. That's how they're able to get away with this in the first place.
Look at this guy's face. Look.
and shared sensitive information with an arrested defendant pertaining to an ongoing case. Among the arrested are Ville Platte Mayor Ryan Lede Williams and Ville Platte Police Officer Sergeant Darian Guillory, both facing malfeasance in office, each with a bond of $500. Mamou Police Chief Charles Pat Hall is facing trespass against state computers and malfeasance in office charges with a bond of $75,000. 911 dispatch supervisor for Evangeline Parish, Jessica Bosco, is facing trespass against state computers and malfeasance in office charges with no bond amount set at this time. In St. Landry Parish, Opelousas Police Officer Yolanda Lewis is facing trespass against state computers and malfeasance in office charges. Police say all individuals, with the exception of Lewis, were booked into the Evangeline Parish Jail. Lewis was booked into the St. Landry Parish Jail, but has since bonded out. Now, News 10 did contact the Evangeline Parish Sheriff's Office, but we are awaiting a call back. When News 10 contacted the St. Landry Parish Sheriff's Office, we're told no comment would be given at this time as they are not the arresting agency, and they will allow the arresting and investigating agency to comment. As developments become available, we'll have them here for you on News 10. Reporting live in Evangeline Parish, Jasmine Dean, KLFY News 10.
All right, guys, let's do this. Hey, guys. 6 children left alone. One of them passes away. Guys, what do you think that the person who did it looks like?
Well, let me think of someone who probably would have 6 kids first. That would might help. And let
like
your
a clue,
imagination
you know?
fill in the left. There's an old ancient Chinese saying, the watermelon has many seeds.
Yo, you hit that one out of the park. I'm sorry.
Where does he come up with this stuff?
KFC bucket has many wings.
You know who the author is?
Hey,
Who? No. Sun Who?
Son who?
Son who dad?
I'm gonna say, hey-o.
Yeah.
Oh no! Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Has many a seed.
Oh no! Look at that, guys. Look at that. Yeah, I told you guys, man. We should talk everyone on this channel, and I find it rich. And no one's done this in a while, but I think that's how we weed out all the morons and the losers, guys. We laugh at everyone because every now and then there's that one person who will hear us make jokes about every group, and then when it's them, it's, oh, I can't believe you said such a thing. Come on, man. We make fun of everybody. Here we go.
Tragedy out of Douglasville. Police say 6 children, all 10 years of age or younger, left in unspeakable conditions. Now, one of the children's parents is under arrest. Let's get out to Fox 5's Kevin Stewart. They're live on the scene where all of this allegedly happened. Kevin, what more can you tell us today?
Yeah, we're still learning a lot about this. These warrants tell a lot of us what we know.
Hey, cameraman or producer, you're fired. What are you doing? You're supposed to be on the other guy.
Right now, this home behind me on James E. Simpson is where this allegedly took place. As you noted, we're talking about
guys. What I would say about wearing a suit, right?
Don't be fat.
Please, guys, get in shape. No one's
Wear
asking
one
you to
that
be,
fits.
Yeah, guys, but don't. Come on, man. Like,
and if you're going to buy up the rack, get it tailored.
Yeah,
Yes.
no
Well,
one's asking you.
that's what I meant.
Yeah, no one's asking you to be friggin' some Olympic athlete or some bodybuilder. Guys, please get in shape. You don't want to have this like a buttoned collar double chin going on that this guy has. This guy, because is there any requirement to get on the news nowadays? You know what I'm saying? I thought you had to be like relatively well-spoken, decent looking, but this guy just disproves all of that.
About 6 children.
He's a DEI hire.
The oldest being,
and he seems a little bit zesty too.
10. The youngest being only 1 year old. There's also a 2-year-old who was in this home, and we understand, according to this warrant, that police got out here and found the children in poor condition because there wasn't anything to eat. They had been left there allegedly for at least 12 hours, supervised by a 10-year-old in the home. And that 10-year-old told Douglasville police officers that they were eating roaches and ants.
Let me just can I just
holy moly, look at that.
Can I just point something out to you guys? So, like, in all of these cases, and I mean all of them, where children are neglected and abused by their parents, the government is providing these people with a subsidy to maintain their homes. I believe, and this is a story where the police reacted to something that happened, right? I would like to see us change our system. I believe that if you're getting housing assistance, that the government should come in and audit your home to make sure it's safe for children every 3 months.
Amen, brother.
Or do
Amen.
not accept public money.
I don't think we should have public.
Yeah,
right. But until we can get there, AJ, what I'm saying is, instead of being reactive when it comes to safeguarding these children, because all of these neglect cases come from these Section 8 households. If you're on Section 8 and you're receiving public funds, the government and social workers should absolutely come in and do a face-to-face audit inside your house to make sure that the living conditions and the public money is being spent to provide children with a safe environment.
Right.
Otherwise, we're subsidizing the abuse and neglect.
Well, here, by subsidizing them, period, we are going to be subsidizing abuse and neglect.
Well,
if you incentivize people to have children out of wedlock and have children in unfavorable conditions, this is going to happen.
I agree. And
guys.
Until we get there, we need to lock this system down before we shut it down.
But here's the thing: we used to be there. You mean until we go back there? And guys,
right.
DCF, Family Services, guys, put a 1 if you agree. They are the least effective agencies in the United States.
Yep.
No, they're ideologically captured.
Guys, I would say that these feminist-run NGOs are more effective than DCF, and that's sad. You know what I'm saying? That's sad.
The Department of Children and Families, or Families and Children, depending on how you put it,
on the state,
it never really holds women accountable. And they're also not proactive. They don't go out and look at every house. They're like the police. They only react when there's a report about a child in jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not out there, and the social workers are not out there going to every home and doing checks. They only come when there's a report.
The paperwork like they did, right, Snowboard?
Absolutely. I'm always talking about this. What they do is they go to a house, basically stand outside, record the abuse, and then go out to lunch.
Or no,
basically
they'll just wait in
really
the
doing anything.
Parking lot, because now they have like the GPS on their work phones, so it has to show that they actually showed up there. So they'll do like those Amazon drivers do. You know how the Amazon drivers they'll like Tokyo drift through the driveway and toss the package from like 18 feet away. They'll like just like drive through, not even stop, take a picture, and leave. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Yep.
It's like a fake job.
Now,
yeah.
Now, one thing that's really stood out here when we tried to talk to people in the community is that we had a chance to talk to a woman who lives here who says that the night this all happened, she saw the baby, we assume that 1-year-old, inside an ambulance being taken away here without any lights. We talked to Douglasville Police to find out what happened, what's the condition there, and said we cannot talk about that at this time. I want you to listen to that mom who lives in this area right now.
But I always see the kids. That one time I told my husband we might need to do a welfare check because he came home like 12 o'clock one night and the kids was outside playing. She wasn't there.
Well.
I told you guys, man. I mean, this 2 + 2 is 4 at this point. 2 + 2 is 4. Oh, what a mess! What a mess! Guys, this is the thing that irks me the most about people acting like there's a genetic component or whatever that makes Black children and like Black millennials and Gen Zs so violent. No, guys, they're coming from environments like this.
Yeah.
They've run studies. 2 college-educated, productive Black parents and 2 college-educated white parents with kids. Their kids have the same similar outcomes. That's just how it works. But if you have one community that's full of idiots like this that has 6 kids, what did you think your kids were going to turn?
Yeah.
How? It just doesn't make any sense. Oh man, Black people doesn't have any more violent, dude. No, culturally, yes, but there's no genetics or anything else to support this because Nigerians out-earn everyone except Asians, and they're Blacker than me. You know what I'm saying? So it's all culture, and then the culture leads to a certain type of social economic situation and environment. So, and yeah.
All right, and basically she's saying that was not unusual. She says she doesn't know a whole lot about Sherry Magby. That is the 37-year-old who was taken into custody.
That's a rough 37. My God, dude, Black does crack. Holy moly.
And arrested and charged with 6 counts of child cruelty. But she says that it was not unusual not to see the kids, but not see them. She said she would see at least 3 of them get on the school bus. Stewart Middle School is not too far from here. So definitely she's wondering what happened to that little child that she saw here. And again, police will not tell us. They said they cannot talk about what happened here at this time. Tom?
So hard, Kevin, to wrap your arms around.
Blah, 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 blah. Guys, we have one more story here. Hold on. Let's go here. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Drop a like on the stream, guys. We're at 110 people. Let's get the likes up really, really fast. We'll do this story and then we'll get into the actual.
We are hearing from Mooresville's mayor for the first time since town commissioners voted to urge him to resign. Chris Carney is in the spotlight.
Wait, wrong story. Sorry, guys. Let's just get it. Oh, here we go. Mom accused of leaving kids
Montgomery County
at home alone for 2 months. Look at this, guys. Look at this. You see this here, right? Come on.
Well. Mother is wanted by police in 2 different states tonight.
Wait, guys, what's so funny?
There's nothing even to say, just laugh.
Look at
after
God, it's like an exploded biscuit container. Yo, and there's probably still some simps who are trying to hit that too, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
How many kids she
so
thinks
ridiculous.
she has?
Oh no. Guys, how many kids do you think she has? I think 3.
I think it's probably 6, 7.
No. I think it's like 3.
Because I thought they said 6 kids or something.
No, this is a different story.
Okay.
I know
That's
snowboard. They're all kind of, they all kind of
melanated. Yeah.
They all kind of what's it called? Where they all just kind of seamlessly
They blend together.
They have the shine of the
Investigators
watermelon.
say her 2 young children were found in deplorable living conditions.
What demon! We can barely fit up that. This is satanic or something.
How is this getting worse?
This is missing like devil horns.
Oh, they all blend together. Yeah.
The 12 and 3-year-old were left alone to fend for themselves. Themselves for nearly 2 months.
Snowboard. She's calling you.
You
know she got
male cheetah.
Guys, how down bad do you have to be? Like, guys, how big of a simp do you have to be to crack this, dude? Come on.
ABC 13's Brooke Taylor is live outside the home where all of this happened. Brooke.
There you go. That's more like it, right?
Yeah.
You know, this I can handle. This I can do. You know what I'm saying?
All of this really hard to believe. Now, the mom left
Is it though, guys? Isn't that hard to believe?
No.
a few months ago, but they moved into this home a year ago.
Guys,
or something.
Guys, do you know how she can live here?
Section 8.
Thank you.
At this place?
Housing vouchers are the worst thing to ever
100%
happen.
snowboarder.
Guys, hold on. Guys, liberals are like, oh, well, we shouldn't make it so that all the poor people are all confined to the one part of town. So we're going to make these vouchers where someone who's renting a house can apply to have to take Section 8 vouchers, and then they get money from the government.
And also, I just want to say that there are housing construction mandates that have sprung up where, like in Cedarburg, for example, if you're now going to build a new housing complex, a certain percentage of that complex has to be Section 8 compatible.
Yeah. They've been doing this here in Washington for actually I think over 15 years now. If you're a developer and you want to build a small community or condo building or
townhouse,
apartment building, townhouse, doesn't matter whether it's apartments or whether it's condos that people buy. The government will step in and say you have to, at the very least, 10% of the units have to be quote unquote affordable.
Yeah, but the apartments, so it's fine. But guys, the houses are even worse.
Yeah.
Because guys, here you are paying. You put your 20% down on your house. You're paying your mortgage. You're doing your upkeep. You chose that area because it's a good area, whatever, for your property value. And then in moves Glocktavia, right, with her 5 kids. The house next to you, there's music blasting. There's an old 84 Impala on spinning rims, broke down in the front yard. It'd be the same as a Cletus and Taylor Trailer Trash Tammy. Guys, I lived in a complex that was right down the way from my college. When I was in college. And I remember the month after they started taking vouchers, we were cooked. There's all of a sudden there's all these old nasty cars parked everywhere. People's cars started getting broken into. It was nuts.
See, I
think that meth heads live.
I think that this Section 8 mandate, when it comes to construction and new homes and stuff like that, I think that it's related to the rise of like those housing organizations, those HSAs. I think that the HSAs are a dramatic reaction to living around people who are dependent on Section 8 aid.
What is an HSA compared to an HOA?
Or sorry, an HOA. I meant HOA.
Oh, okay.
Like you know what I mean? Like I think that HOA is a dramatic reaction to living around people that are on Section 8.
Yeah, you have to be guys. So my HOA is like non-existent. I mean, they're just kind of there. Every now and then, if your lawn gets too long, they'll drop you like a little note, you know. But guys, matter of fact, let's do a live stream HOA nightmares. We haven't done one in a while. Guys, can you imagine paying all this money?
You've done a thing called HOA Nightmare before?
Yeah. A while ago. And it's basically these people
that's perfect.
With their HOAs, they get caught embezzling money.
Always.
They have some authoritarian Karen. They have all types of foolishness going on. You know, guys, we have,
but that's
40, guys, we have 116 people, guys. We have 46 likes, guys. Stop and take a second, hit the like button, guys. Let's try and hit 100 likes. So guys, they're the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. So, anyways, you're saying.
But if you think that, like, if you think about like what an HOA is compared to Section 8, it's like the polar opposite, where an HOA is sort of enforcing rules for like behavior and standards and property management and stuff like that. So it's made to be exclusive. Section 8 is the exact opposite, right?
Here it is. Oh, guys, I found it. Watch. No, guys, watch. So watch. This person, they're on these people who own the house are on vacation. And this dunderheaded HOA person, watch.
We're not home.
Where are you at?
It's the holiday weekend, so we went out.
Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. I'm just gonna run in your house and check real fast on a few things. I'm getting a few notifications that says like furnace filter needs looked at, and just a few things. I will be fast.
Why does it look like his nose is broken?
These locks are not working. Did you change these locks? Well, this key is not working, and this is the master key to all the houses.
Weird, it must be broken.
Did you change the locks?
Nope.
Well, if you did, that's a violation of HOA policy, because every HOA board member needs a key to the house just in case things happen inside there. And this is
I would have so many problems.
I'm going to ask you one more time.
Guys,
is this made up?
I would shoot this motherfucker. Dude.
Is this made up?
You don't come and guys, do you see the entitlement, the smugness, the arrogance? This is their house and they're not home. Imagine how many times he's come in there. He's coming to people's homes. Imagine. I think I have this saved. I was so infuriated. I was like 7 beers deep when I found this. Guys, I was so infuriated. I had to get up and walk away. Guys, someone say something. I got nothing. I'm so pissed. Pissed.
Well, HOAs breed petty tyrants where you can, and people who will abuse whatever little perceived authority they think they have. So it's always going to attract people who are going to abuse it. That's where the whole Karen archetype comes. For me, a Karen archetype comes from HOAs, for sure. I used to live in HOA. I got rid of it, and my friend he bought a duplex, and that has an HOA, and he was like, "This sucks," and it still has always been problems all the time. They just suck. For the most part.
Ridiculous. This is where you have the pump action sound effect.
Seriously. And guys, there are cases. Guys, go to Dire Trip. He has a video of a series of people who snap on their HOAs, and and start blasting. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's like, look, guys, there are some weirdos out there, fine, who that do need someone to tell them, look, bro, like you need to clean your stuff up around your house, whatever. But guys, for the most part, HOAs are not needed. So
ago, and the children were never enrolled in school in Texas. So officials tell me it was really
That's a nice place to live at too.
just go unnoticed.
For Section 8, you know.
Inside this home, a nightmare for two young children, 12 and 3 years old. Roman Forest Police Chief Stephen Carlisle says they were abandoned for nearly 2 months.
There was no food in the house. Everything was empty. There was some dry beans and some spices is about it.
Their mother, Raven Yates, left them in September, he says. There's been a warrant out for her arrest since December. Investigators say the 12-year-old never told anyone because she was threatened by what might happen to her little brother. They have different fathers.
And she was afraid that her mother was.
of course they do.
Her father was going to take her and leaving the 3-year-old by himself.
Fearful, she obeyed. She'd call her father, saying mom was working and he would send food. According to police, he's a music producer in California.
Well,
that reminds
that
that situation where they used the good intentions of the older sister to look after the younger brother. That reminds me of like that villain from the Green Mile.
Yeah.
Do you remember the movie that I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like yeah, like it's you know, where he said, you know, if you sound off, I'm going to hurt the other one. And then he said the same thing. But like, that's the type of villainy like that really should like judges should come down hardcore on. Like that should be a like an aggravating factor that they used children against each other.
Yeah.
He called police once family members spotted Yates in Mobile, Alabama, where she's from, without her kids.
When he got a call from his ex-mother-in-law and he put 2 and 2 together, he caught the first plane over here.
Investigators shocked to see how they were living.
The officers checked the bedroom of the children and discovered heavy urine odor coming from the 3-year-old's bed.
Yates continues to be active on social media, posting to her thousands of followers. As investigators work with Mobile police to arrest the 31-year-old mom. She's wanted on 2 counts of abandoning or endangering a child without intent to return. She hasn't responded to our messages.
A 12-year-old cannot take care of a 3-year-old for a long period of time. It's dangerous, especially over a month and a half. It's dangerous. It's irresponsible.
All right, guys. Well, here we go. Let's see. Oops. Now, guys, we all know the facts. There's more single men now than there are single women, right? Especially young women. Men, when chicks date, they are dating a small percentage of guys, right? Women think that they're in relationships, right? But oftentimes they're just jump offs. Like, why would Chad wife them up? Or because you can only really count marriages, honestly, because women lie about relationships and situationships because they have no power, right? You're not a man's girlfriend until he says you are. You aren't a wife until you get married, and you're not engaged until he asks you, unless he proposes. You say yes, but he has to propose first, right? So there's a whole bunch of chicks, though, who are single still, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're single. We're having so much fun. It's so awesome, yeah."
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
They say
But these people are delusional.
all by myself. That's what these women say. That's the whole thing. They say I can do bad all. Why is my mouse not working? Hold on. Well, I can do bad all by myself. That if a guy can't pay 100% of the bills, I'd rather pay 100% of the bills than split the bills 50-50. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. When they're the ones who made it where the majority of people have to split the bills anyways. What a joke.
And you actually bring a good point. I actually got a bone to pick with snowboard. We're gonna make an honest woman out of my sister.
Hey, I'm not gonna even joke. Because
She had a bone to pick with me too. Mine.
I wouldn't wish my sister on my worst enemy, dude. Straight up. No, thanks, man. So yeah, but guys, when your women talk out of both sides of their neck, right? First of all, they're like, "Oh, we're so proud to be strong and independent, blah blah blah, single life, blah blah blah. We're all traveling." Because we all know that every time that one of their friends gets engaged, gets a boyfriend, they're jealous. All you hear is,
"I'm gonna kill you, you fucking whore."
You know what I'm saying? Guys, what a joke. What a joke. Look at this, guys.
It's almost like their whole existence is coping.
Yes. Yep. If the cartel,
it's all delusion and lies and misdirection and projection.
Yeah.
All of it.
And here's the thing. And see, us guys, if we spent the last 20 years coping, being delusional, being an addict, doing negative things, we would come to our senses and tell you young guys, don't do what I did. Don't be me. These older chicks, they double down. Oh yeah, my life is so awesome. I just spent the last 15 minutes on TikTok whining about how I'm always a bridesmaid, never a bride, and I'm by myself. But then they'll be like, "Yeah, but my life's awesome though. Be me."
That's like a fantastic point. You made kind of a very profound point because can I just expand on that just real quick? Because you said basically that they double down, so they repeat their mistakes and they don't learn from them. They don't even acknowledge them, to be honest with you. That's like the founding problem. When it comes to like people that are actually
don't
in recovery,
even have consciousness,
right? But people that are like that are in recovery and are learning how to reassess their behavior and learn and live a different way. Like the cornerstone, what it takes is being honest, like with yourself. Do you know what I mean? And it's almost like these women cannot do that. It's like they're fundamentally incapable of seeing things in an unbiased way.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so guys, let's do this. We'll do this first. Why is this taking? Okay. I'm resentful of all my friends getting engaged and married. Am I ashamed of my reaction? Please. Here we go. I'm a 34-year-old female. I've had several long-term relationships, but they've never turned into a proposal. And honestly, it's probably for the best. Because being trapped with 2 out of 4 of those men would have resulted in a horrible life. Why did you date them then? Why were you with them? Why did you let them shoot up the club? Yeah! Why? Do you guys see? She just admitted that the majority of the men she's been with are worthless pieces of trash, but she gave them her time and her body. And now, of course, the next guy, the cleanup man, he has to be a goddamn superhero. You know what I'm saying? 6'7", $300,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Won't cheat. Please. The phenomenon has happened where literally all but 2 of my friends have gone from single during the time that I've known them to engaged, pregnant, and married. Well, I'm happy for them genuinely, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
I now get this kind of weird pit in my chest. I was in my college best friend's wedding as a bridesmaid. I was at my younger brother's wedding and the wedding of one of my other best friends. I was at a holiday event with a friend group I met 5 years ago when I moved. 8 girls in this room. 7 out of 8 are now married, pregnant, and engaged. The 8th girl is writing this Reddit post. Look at that, guys.
Hold on.
Look at that, guys.
But you know, the ironic thing is that the person who's writing this this Reddit post, she doesn't want to do the actual female things that she needs to attract a mate and get married.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to submit to a husband. She doesn't want to get pregnant. She doesn't want to raise kids. And then she's saying, "Well, why doesn't somebody want to marry me?" Well, because you're not willing to do those traditionally feminine things that men expect.
No. Ask that question again. Why does no one want to marry me? Because you're a table. But think about it, because they're saying I am the table. Yeah, you're a square. You're not even. You're just trying to serve a function.
Yeah.
You should say I am the table and more.
Guys, the number one reason. Okay, this is how you know that a woman's not marriage minded. And Matt's only married one that's on the panel here, right? Matt, when you talk to your wife about why she wanted to be married, right?
Yep.
She wasn't like one of these modern chicks, because you guys notice these modern chicks, when you ask them why they want to be married, they all talk about what they want out of it and not what they're going to do for the person that they're going to marry. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like when you talk to your wife, she talks about what she wants to do and not about the giving part and not the taking part, correct?
Well, what she speaks to is wanting to be a family and her desire to be a mother in that framework, in that entity, right? She understands her identity as part of a larger structure, right? And that goes to like how she was raised, because family comes first for her. She wants to have children and raise them with their father. And that is the most important thing to her. That's the most important thing to me too. And I really do feel like the fundamental where these women get it wrong is that they think that everything should orbit around them and their desires, their attitudes. They never think about integrating into something that's bigger than them, because in their mind, there's nothing bigger than them. It's all about them.
Yeah.
And that's narcissism. That's what I'm calling narcissism.
But even if you like watch Kevin Samuels and all that, they say, I want to get married because I want to experience this and I want this and I want this and that. And he's like, yeah, but a real woman would say, I want to get married because I want to be a man's peace and take care of his children. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, there's no I. I mean, there's no like
you're
focus
correct.
on self. It's selflessness, right?
Yes.
And that's what a good wife to marry is self. Guys, think about how selfless. And Matt and I, we were talking about this earlier, right? Guys, I honestly believe that the age of the military wife is over. It's over. Women back in the day, World War I, World War II, Civil War, War 1812, when they signed on to marry a serviceman, they knew what was going on, and they were selfless in holding down the household, you know, riding him and making sure he was okay emotionally. You know what I'm saying? And now these chicks don't stick it out. Guys, this is how
they stick it in. Oh,
this is how twisted it is, guys. These women won't stick around for an NBA player. They will marry an NBA player or an NFL player and then whine that he's gone all the time. He's making millions of dollars in the season. The NFL. They'll marry a surgeon making $700,000 a year and then whine he's at the hospital. He's a surgeon, you dunderhead. If a guy making that much money can't keep a woman around because he works all the time, what makes you think a serviceman making $50,000 a year or whatever starting out?
They don't make $50,000 a year, unless you're an officer or a senior NCO. So like, what I think it's important to recognize that when it comes to people that are fundamentally entitled, nothing will ever be good enough.
Never. And
that's the problem.
How many times have we seen these chicks? They regret their divorce. They thought the grass would be greener on the other side. Then they got over there and realized there was no grass at all. Especially, what's the number one thing that pisses these chicks off? They're with their husband who checks their boxes and they think he's not ish. They think he's a lazy, good for nothing dude who scratches his balls and friggin' throws his socks on the floor. Well, guess what, dunderhead? If he checks your boxes, he checks a lot of chicks' boxes too. And then guess what? He shows up the pic of the kids with a younger, hotter girlfriend. And next thing you know, she's online talking all types of mess.
I'ma kill your bitch ass, bitch.
And then trying to take him to child support court, take most of his custody. And then if she finds that new woman on social media,
I'ma kill you, you fucking whore.
You know,
Sweet Auntie says always the victim and the hero. The Lulu level over 9,000. Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks for the $5, my friend.
You know, I just want to mention this because you brought up military wives. I want to point out that, like, in World War I and World War II, the way that women saw their role was in exactly as you said, in maintaining the household while their husbands were away. And even in World War II, that included going to the factories that made the flying fortresses and made the tanks and made the rifles for the men to go and fight, right? Now, there used to be like government, almost government encouraged identities when it came to army wives or military wives, where they were looked at in a very positive manner and other people supported them. And that's evaporated since the 70s. And I really do blame that on feminism, because their chief one of their chief objectives, the things that they've achieved, is eliminating the differences between the way that we look at men and women. When in actuality, if they were real feminists, they would encourage femininity and teach people to see the value in how it contributes to men.
Get out there and make a guard in your 304s.
But that's the thing. They actually had victory gardens in World War II and World War I.
Guys, here's the myth. Okay, guys, what percentage of the manufacturing workforce do you think that women were in 1944?
In 1944, I would want to say that probably 15%.
15 or 15?
15.
Okay. Anyone else?
What percent participated in the workforce?
Of the factory workforce?
No, it's got to be more than 15%. No, because they had a lot. Most of the men fought in the war, and they did what they did what other countries did. They used women though to work in the factories. Though I'm going to say a lot more than that. I would say about maybe 80%.
Okay. Anyone else?
No, I think Matthew's probably right. I think it's somewhere between 10 and 15%.
Okay. Yeah. So guys,
more like 8. I think it might be 80 actually.
Women have always worked. That's the thing that people don't get. There's this whole feminist thing where women just were in the house. Women worked in textile factories. Guys, look. So increasing female factory representation from 20% to 30%. That's it. So they were only 30% of the workforce. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this whole thing where everyone's like, Rosie the Riveter, hey, yay! You know what else is crazy? When they were building shells and bombs, have you ever heard of those women where like their teeth would fall out and stuff because of the chemicals? Because women's bodily makeup, they're more susceptible to chemicals than men because they have more body fat, right? Now there was the airplane industry where they were 65% of the aircraft industry, right? But guys, once again, you could pay them less.
Yeah.
You could pay them less. Why would I hire men that want competitive wages when all of a sudden we have a whole new demand for aircraft? We had to open new factories. Do I want to pay competitive wage, or do I want to let chicks in there? You know what I'm saying?
The reason why I know that it was less than 50% is that if you worked in an armaments factory and you were an expert in a certain area, you got what's called a military deferment, which means that if you were like an engineer in casting and designing tanks, they didn't try and draft you to be a soldier.
Right.
So if you were contributing in some part of the economy to the overall military effort, that was the equivalent of serving as a soldier. If you were working in one of Ford's factories to produce tanks, they're not going to take you out of that factory. This isn't Russia. They're not going to take you out of that factory and put you on the front line. Your skills are too valuable. That's why I know that it was less than 50%.
Women's the factory workers in World War II, often called the Roses, face severe physical side effects, including skin and hair turning yellow and green from TNT and sulfur exposure, skin irritation highs, respiratory issues from poor ventilation and extreme exhaustion. They also got radium jaw. That's when your entire lower jaw just rots off.
Can I say I actually know where that comes from. So in World War I, there's a factory that used radium in making wristwatches.
Yep.
And that's a radioactive chemical that they made into a paint. And they used to put it on the dials, like the numbers on the watch, and then the hands, so that you could read it at night. It was literally so radioactive that it was bright at night. Like tritium is like that as well. And these girls, when they would paint the watches' faces, they would lick the brushes.
Yeah,
they were literally ingesting paint and didn't know it.
Yep,
they had to be buried in lead-lined caskets.
But here's the thing, though, is this. They're saying the Radium Girls legacy, while peaking slightly before World War II, workers in luminous paint factories, they experienced radiation poisoning. Do you see radium men anywhere? Because a lot of them took these jobs over from who, guys?
They took it from men.
Thank you. What? Do you see the radium men or any stories of that? This is only an actual thing because now women were experiencing the same thing as men. Men have been working in these conditions since before the Industrial Revolution, and nobody gave a damn. This is the same with everything we talk about. Addiction, loneliness, homelessness, mental illness, things that have affected men more than, and now it's affecting women, and everyone gives a damn. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. Oh, all of a sudden, Rosie the Riveter goes in the factory. Yay, we're doing great until her titties start rotting off. And then all of a sudden, oh my God, oh, we have to do something about this and write a book and have a documentary and have a Netflix film, even though the lead actress is a transformer. Please.
Well, they and just to support what you're saying there, they did a movie about the girls, the Radium Girls, and they used the situation as a springboard to teach people about the value of Marxism and how this was an example of exploitive capitalism.
Please.
So they juxtapositioned they used it as an opportunity to inject communism and Marxism, those values, into this situation when that had nothing to do with it. And neither did capitalism. It had absolutely nothing to do with why this happened.
Yeah. So, but back to the topic here, guys. Once again, this chick, she's 31. She's 34. And guys, she is at geriatric pregnancy. She's cooked, right? Because she has no prospects. So even if she were, guys, is someone using Lincoln Logs or whatever? Like, can you mute? I don't know who's doing something over there, but guys, she has to meet a guy. They have to get to know each other or whatever. So that'll be 2 more years. Then she'll be 36. Yeah. She's cooked.
Yep.
She's cooked. And guys, even if you do have geriatric pregnancy and you are a success story, guys, you wouldn't recommend someone do it. Guys, would anyone on this panel recommend that a woman wait until she's 37 to try and have kids?
No, of course not. No way.
I'm telling you guys, if you wonder why there's so many more kids that are yay, it's because of this. That's the number one reason why there's so many hard kids out there.
That's what I was going to ask. What really are the side? Like, I know we joke about that one thing, but is that really the main side effect of it?
Yes.
Or like
yes.
related cause.
Old eggs, women and children suffer from older pregnancies. How do you think that you see, like, guys, put a 1 if you've ever lived in like an area where there's like Hispanics, and you see like these young Hispanic families where there's the guy and the wife, and she's young and she's kind of hot still, but she has like 4 kids. Well, because she had her first one at like 19, 20, and then popped out like 3 or 4 more. You're supposed to have kids when you're young. You know what I'm saying? The body bounces back fairly easily when you have kids young, because that's what you're supposed to do.
And the geriatric pregnancies for women that are older, when they had kids younger, their bodies develop the ability to do it when they're older as well. So it's easier for them. So a lot of them will say, well, I had a kid up into my 40s. And it's like, well, you also had him at 22.
Yeah. You guys, that's one of the big, hold on. Guys, once you hear this, you can't unsee it, right? You guys notice how you see a lot of career chicks or B-dubs or whatever, like just undesirable chicks. They'll have like a 19-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 2-year-old.
Yep.
Why do you guys think that is?
That's a good
question. They
question.
got pregnant when they were like 16 years old.
No, it's because that motherhood role / validation that they have, they don't want to give that up.
Yeah.
That's old, that they can use that to call in sick to work. They can be victims and say that their kid's dad is a piece of trash.
Yeah.
And they've been doing that for so long that when they're staring down the barrel of their kids moving out and they're just some dunderheaded broad, that snap. Of course, at 39, 40, 42, right? They find some idiot who's loose with his seed, and next thing you know, right, they're having a baby at 39, 40. Because once again,
my 304 mom did that.
You know, I just want
to say, we're assuming you're the younger one.
I'm the oldest, youngest.
The oldest, yeah.
I'm the oldest, youngest, because she had 2 sets. So there's a youngest, and an oldest, youngest. So I'm the younger of the older kids. And then there's 2 little ones, and there's the youngest one there. So I was raised as like a youngest child because I was 18 when she had the next one. I was literally graduating high school.
Wow. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I think, AJ, what you were speaking to is that that becomes their identity. And so that they're not willing to surrender that or give it up. And there is nothing, they have nothing that's more substantial that defines them in life.
Well, and their whole personality is just bonkers. So they have to have something that society can identify with them and victimize them. Like the funniest part to me was when she once said, because our aunts and all of them she had the oldest kids because she was young and dumb, right? So we're like a generation above all my cousins. Well, then all of them started having babies. So then she also started having babies to like be part of them. And then she made sure she had the last niece or nephew so she could all go around saying she had the oldest kids and the youngest kids in the crew.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, just some wild shit.
That's really something to be proud of, you know? I mean, put that right in the yearbook, you know?
I got an award for her, like a little glass award I put on the shirt. No, I'm just kidding.
Look. See? Because IVF doesn't work. Oh, here we go.
Through IVF, and we had an embryo transfer in January that failed. So we are gearing up for our second embryo transfer. And people are asking, what are you
Chick's got some cans, man.
guys doing different to prepare for the second embryo?
Guys, they're right there. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow, AJ.
I mean, come on, right? I mean, they're right there.
Pair of titties make you want to stand up and beg for buttermilk.
We'll report back.
Now, guys, once again, I need you to put a 1 right now. If you agree with me that if a woman cannot give you children, the guy should leave. The guy should leave. Why? I'm not even talking about IVF and all. Why should you have to go through all this foolishness, right? Because 9 times out of 10, when women are going through this, they waited too long.
Can I just speak to that real quick? Because, we were talking, we referenced feminism before. Think about in the 19, 20, 21, 22, like that phase of life. What are they telling women that they should be doing? Are they telling them to build their families and to get married? They're saying
that's to do, Matt.
Streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get the money. I get the money. Bitch, give me what you got.
I mean, that's not far off. They're telling them instead of doing that, they're telling them this is okay to be a hoe phase.
Yeah,
it's okay to have a hoe phase, and then you build your career after that. And where does creating a family and an identity around that, where does that come in? Well, they look down on quote unquote trad wives and housewives.
Yeah,
they look down on women being women.
Yeah, look at all these broads crying about IVF. Look at this. Nobody talks about when IVF. Losing a couple of LBs might help. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. Yeah, guys, this is what happens. Sorry for the jump scare, guys. I'm so sorry. But look at that right there.
Thank you, AJ. Thank you.
When are we going to start calling out the wild ass hair? Like if you're putting hair that cannot possibly grow out of your scalp in that color, when is that going to start being associated with like cultural appropripriation? Because that
was just for dinner. You see them ramen noodles?
Yeah. It is, Matt. It's called heresy.
What's going on here?
Let's call it heresy. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Let's split a wig.
Look at this guy. He's on fire today.
Guys, hit the like button, guys. Let's try and hit 100 likes, guys. You know what I mean? So, guys, back to this idiot here, right? Guys, once again, never. These chicks talk like they're happy being single. Guys, most people want to be with someone, right? That's the way it works. No one wants to grow old alone. But a lot of guys who are saying single, a lot of guys say, I would have kids if ... or get married if ... because we've done a risk assessment, right? And for a lot of guys, it's not worth it. But if they found the right chick that was worth taking the risk, right? Which is why you guys should travel. You should do what Matt did, right? You know what I'm saying? Go to a place where they're more family oriented and they're more traditional. Guys, there are women out there. Here's the thing: anything worth having is worth working for, right?
Yep. Exactly.
Guys, if that means you had to go to Colombia or the DR or Thailand or Laos or Indonesia, guys, go. Guys, you are better off rolling the dice with a chick that's from a more traditional country.
Lithuania, snowboarder looking your way.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Latvia, man.
Snowboarder's going to Iran. What are we talking about?
Hey, guys, you know what? Persian chicks are some of the most beautiful chicks on planet.
Yes, they are.
Dude, I have yet to see an uggo Persian chick. There was one lady that I used to work with. She was like in her 60s. She was absolutely gorgeous. She's a Persian chick.
Yeah.
Because I was
2 weeks ago that was like 60 years old, but like actually pretty hot.
And what's funny is, guys, their culture, because a lot of them they do either like arranged marriages or they marry people that their family knows. Guys, isn't it funny when you see cultures that are like that, and you see a guy? It's like you should be so lucky that your culture or your religion or your mosque or your church encourages that, because there's no way if you would get that chick on your own. I've seen guys at where it's like their wife is hot and they're goddamn troglodyte. I'm like, that had to be your mom or your grandma hooking you up straight up, dude. We went to this Pakistani or Lebanese place because they do the Ramadan buffets. Now, I'm not Muslim, but I'll eat. You know what I'm saying? And there were some Muslim chicks that were hot, and their husbands were just troglodytes. I'm talking like subhuman looking dudes. But hey, look, if your mom brings home a chick and says you want to marry her, and usually moms don't want their sons with uggos. You know what I'm saying? So
They want beautiful brand babies.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Part of the the subhuman part that you were referring to when it comes to the Middle East, like there have been studies like in Pakistan where upwards of 70% of marriages are family members.
Sanguinary
Right. They're cousins. And so like there's a ton of genetic damage that is resulting.
But just in general though, like
yeah.
There's a Vietnamese guy that I know, and his wife is really cute. She's Vietnamese also, and this guy's friend, he's a Hispanic guy, and he's kind of a dorky kind of incel guy, you know. And this Vietnamese guy, he only got his wife because their families knew each other. He's like, oh, I'm like, dude, what are you talking mess to him for? You could not have pulled your wife. There's no way that he could have just on the street walked up and got a chick that looks like his wife. There's no way. It's because their families knew each other, and he's trying to act like he's Daddy Mac. Please. So, anyways, guys, back to this chick here. These chicks act like. Now, where we left off, she was in a room with seven of her friends, and all of them are all married, pregnant, or engaged, right? She's like, I'm incredibly nearly codependent close with my other best friend, who's been my best friend since childhood. A year and a half ago, she'd been single for 5 years and going on Bumble dates. She's now a year into the relationship. They've just moved in together. He bought the ring, and this morning she sent me pics of her trying on wedding dresses in France on their holiday trip. The vibe changed too. She now seems to feel she has more valid relationship dating inside because she's almost engaged. She does.
Yeah, she does.
She does.
Yeah, she successfully got a man and is getting married.
Hold on. She doesn't have him yet.
Yeah, she doesn't have him yet.
She doesn't have him yet.
But my point is that here you have like an objective standard that this woman is using to say, hey, maybe you should take my advice because I succeeded where you failed. And again, that's like a repeating like thing. Here we have a post by a woman who made all of these decisions and now is complaining about the consequences of the decisions that she knowingly made. And then she's looking at all of her friends who made different decisions, and she's complaining that they got different results. Well, bonehead, that's what you chose.
And instead of supporting them, it's
I'll hope you die, bitch.
Right. It's just jealousy and coping.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Well, this is a good example of what happens. That you can't save everybody.
Yeah.
No matter what.
You can't.
So even though 7 of her friends are going to be able to have better lives, there's going to be a percentage you're not going to be able to save no matter what. And this is the reason why this post came up.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Let's do this. She very openly shares her feedback on my own dating life, often with her partner. He's a good guy. On speaker in the background. Things I didn't ask for, it didn't need. I'm happy. So why do all my friends get to have families and it makes me envious? Guys, does this person sound like, whoa, yes or no? Does this person who just wrote this whole dissertation right here sound happy, guys?
No.
Does this person sound happy at all?
No, hell no. As a matter of fact, she is envious and she probably wished it happened to her.
Yeah.
But the way she's been living her life, though, it just didn't work out that way.
She says she's happy.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Come on. Okay, so she says, I've always wanted to have a life partner. Guys, never dated a chick who says the word partner, right? And I really want to be a mom one day. It's just never happened. I haven't given up. It will, but in the meantime, well, please, no.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
How do I deal with this jealousy / the weird feelings towards my friend's pending nuptials? Look at that. What a joke. Look at that, guys.
Yeah, she's going to lose her friend.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, let's check out some of these underheads here, right? Hold on.
I just saw something.
Now watch. Now, guys, women talk about being single, and they talk about the single tax, right? Check this out.
Instagram that said if you're single and you live in New York City and you make under 139K, you're basically fucked and like you can't live comfortably. And I just want to say, I'm single and I live in New York City, and I'm not living comfortably because I don't make enough money. I'm not living comfortably because I'm on my period and I really want fucking brownie ice cream. And the only way I'm gonna get it, if I don't go get it myself, is by paying someone else to bring it to me.
I hate her.
The Uber Eats driver, and that is just really sad. And also, like,
wow,
I want someone to make me dinner. Who's making me dinner? Have to pay the Uber Eats driver. That's why it's so expensive to be single, because I have to pay someone constantly to bring me things if I don't want to bring them to myself. Like, why can't we get a single person discount? A girl just wants ice cream and nobody's going to bring me the ice cream, okay? Nobody's going to bring me the ice cream unless my fat ass gets up and gets it myself, but like, I don't want to. And if I had a boyfriend, you bet he'd be coming home with a fucking pint of Ben and Jerry's.
The lie detector determined that wasn't a lie.
You guys might add.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Guys, come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Milbard, Radix, all you guys, she's all yours. She's single and ready to mingle. You know what I'm saying? Guys, what a demon. What a demon, guys.
The angle of the shot told me she was a demon.
And guys, if you pull up a girl's dating profile and this is the only angle, there's gonna be a lot to love. If you know what I mean, guys.
I can already tell this girl's thick. That Ben and Jerry's is keeping you away from your man.
Here we go.
Want to know something that just really gets on my nerves? And is this like,
guys? They're trying to say that if you're in a relationship, you have a relationship privilege or two income privilege. Like, hey, dummies, you feminists are the reasons why people need to have a two income household. Yep. What are you talking about? The default used to be that people were married. Now they're trying to make the default the opposite and penalize those that can actually make it work. Guys, seriously, here's the thing. Red pill and relationships and marriage are not mutually exclusive. Guys, if you are red pill and you find a chick and you honestly believe that she's the right one and you decide to be in a relationship and get married, guys, hey, I'll support you. More power to you, man. If you can make an educated decision, informed decision based on what we say over here, guys, more power to you. If you import one from somewhere or you find a good one, guys, and you want to take the risk, right? And you can actually come up with a logical argument, a logical reason why. Hey, you know what I'm saying? As long as you know what you're getting into. Now, guys, what we say over here is there's not a lot of women over here worth taking that risk. There's not a lot of.
Yeah.
I asked you guys once before, and guys, yes or no? If you can get the type of woman that your grandfather got, or your great grandfather got, would you get married soon? Like, would you get married? Yes or no?
The right woman, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, of course.
People think that us red pill guys are anti-marriage. We're not. It's just saying, look, is it worth it? What do I get out of this?
Exactly.
You end up with that Tommy Lahren and that goofball blonde who Rachel Wilson destroyed, saying, "Oh well, men's feel like the traditional thing is for men to serve women, and a man proves he's a real man by bending over backwards for women. That's what men do, and expecting anything in return makes them beta males. Absolutely insane, you know. So."
Bull crap. He takes the bullet. She bends over.
Yeah. Here's the thing, guys. The contract was a man risks his life protecting and providing for a woman. A woman risks her life in childbirth, right? and if need be, to protect the children if something happens to the man. You guys ever see the 13th Warrior?
Yeah, I've seen that with Antonio Banderas, right?
Yeah, excellent film. When those nasty savage dudes are coming, and the old lady, the children, and the young women go in the basement, and she hands the lady a knife, and she says, "If the time comes, don't let them be taken." You know what I'm saying? Like, women were actually the last line of defense to protect the children. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
that's what the contract was. Men are expected to hold up our end of the bargain, but there's no expectation and no requirements of women these days. And if you are a woman that actually says women should do stuff, and it's funny how women who have sons usually figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden you get trashed by these feminists. You know, so
probably yes, kind of. However. Want to know something that just really gets on my nerves? And is this a rant? Probably yes, kind of. However, it's a rant of a mother that is.
I missed some super chats. Sweet Auntie, thanks for the membership, my friend. I appreciate that. Guys, hit the like button, guys. We're almost at 100 likes. Steven says, never marry a stripper from Fort Hood. Yeah, not smart, man. You know what I'm saying? Not smart at all.
No, you're not asking. No, it's called garlic croutons. Yeah, they're right there on the scene.
Black Superman says his grandma, she was beautiful and light skin in her 40s, and his grandfather looked like a.
Wow.
But here's the thing, because women weren't so atavistic about dating.
Right.
Men were never really judged on our looks as long as we weren't a bridge troll. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact that women expect men to be attractive is just crazy. Like, women, when polled, think that 80% of men are unattractive. And this is women all over the world.
That's because of the local pond became the vast ocean.
Yes. But guys, if you were to like outside the United States, you see average men with pretty hot chicks. In general, you go to Latvia, you go to Brazil, chicks are just prettier. They're thinner, they're prettier, and they date men based on character. Is he going to be a good father, right? Does their dad or their brother like him? You know what I'm saying? They can deal with as long as he's not some disgusting slob. Because I've seen Asian chicks and Hispanic chicks and Eastern European chicks where they're hot, but their husbands, man, shoot, he's goblins. You know what I'm saying? They're sitting there running through the tunnel from the Balrog of Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm saying? So
underground goblins.
Single parent has children that are adults but not really adults, and everything that they do revolves around my income. So student loans, anything revolves around my income on the FOSFA or whatever the hell you call that thing. And that is not cool, because when do I get a break on anything? I don't get a tax break on anything because I'm a single person and I don't have little kids. I don't get any of those grants or any of that stuff that they give everybody else that is not a middle-aged woman.
And men get said things, right?
Yeah. Welcome to being a man, sweetheart.
Welcome to being a man. Yeah. Do, right, please.
Single. And one day I'm going to absolutely lose my mind over this. Today might be the day. I'm not really sure. But where is the relief for
she can't stand that someone's getting something for free,
woman in her 50s that has kids that is
her.
Yeah.
Adults, but is like raising them on her own and always has. What is that? Where is my help?
You chose this.
Yeah. And guys, look at
That's what I
this.
hate.
Can I find true love here? Look at
Beta.
Come on. Come on. Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. Come on, dude. What are you doing?
Man, soy milk, huh? Exactly.
Come on, you absolute.
That was in the comments?
Yes. Look at this.
Soy milk was in the comments?
Hello, how are you doing? Look at these simps. How you gonna simp for this? What is going on? You're gonna simp for this?
This cute little set in pink. It is so.
And look at this filter, but her old lady ankles. Oh no! Oh no, guys!
Wow.
What an absolute demon, dude. Look at these filters. Struggling. Guys, she's in her 50s, making the same TikToks as girls less than half her age. Guys, type cooked in this chat.
Yeah.
Cooked.
Yeah.
Who was saying something?
Can you go back to a page where it scrolled through all of her like little videos? So if you just look at this in general, it's the same vapid bullshit we see that they all constantly love.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, she has a small little hobby niche that she does. Like she she makes anything. You know what I'm saying? Like she makes her own candles or something like that. Or like is into, comic books or something like that. If this was a guy, they'd be like, oh, well, I don't know, for example, I do like tree work or something like that. You know what I mean? They don't do like anything outside of this and drink. She's making it like a vodka and Coke right there on the camera. Can you imagine just pouring the drinks, showing people that you're drinking like that?
Can you imagine this being your mom? Here we go.
I have $87 to my name.
Well.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Get a job.
And guys, here's the thing.
Get a job.
Angel, Seagrip, I need you two to sign off. I mean, to sound off here. You guys remember, like, in the 90s, in the 2000s, and light-skinned girls like this, they ran the table, dude.
The 1980s, 1990s. Yeah.
My sister, she's this beautiful light-skinned chick. She was such a hottie. She ran everywhere. And then she got knocked up and fat, and now she's just sad.
Well.
Guys,
I was about to say hook a brother up.
Nah, you don't want none of that.
Oh no, I'm good.
No. She's not a bad looking chick. She's old.
Yeah.
How old? She's probably she has old lady neck. She's probably her late 40s, maybe. I mean, she looks like she has some miles on her, But guys, she was probably a total knockout when she was in her 20s. Because she's still pretty hot now. She doesn't have the excessive tattoos. You could just tell that, that
she's a single mom, you already know.
The nug. There's no reason why this chick should be losing. Why she should be a middle-aged, dunderheaded, probably alcoholic, zannied up single mom. There's no reason why. You're gonna take these looks and waste them. I wonder if she has pictures from when she was young.
Yeah.
What an absolute joke. Because thank you. Steve said Holly Berry, Jade. Yeah. Guys, chicks that look like this, I'm telling you guys, she used to be fat. Oh
damn.
Oh no! Look at that! Holy wait.
It's like a different person.
Yeah, it does.
She said she's down.
She weighed 300 pounds. Now she's 131.
Wow. And this is this her daughter?
Oh, look at that hippo. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm going to jump in for one quick second. Men. You've heard me say this many, many, many times. You got to vet these chicks. You got to do a deep dive in their social media. Got to.
Yeah.
You guys really need a whole fax.
Yes. That's what we call it.
Yeah.
Hoeing.
It's called the Kelly Hoochie Blue Book. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Into what you walk into. I keep back to this. Oh no!
Oh my goodness!
That guys, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. All right, here we go.
Okay, guys, I am getting on the bandwagon about taxes. Okay, I have had enough. I've had enough. I really have. Like, I've been watching all these TikToks about our federal dollars and where they're going and the bullshit.
So she can't crack open a book. Oh no. She has to watch TikToks on taxes and the dollar. Guys, someone's doing some bumping or something. Guys, please try and keep the background noise to a minimum, please.
Shit and all that. Well, can we just talk about people like
and hit the like button, guys?
Me or us who are out there, who are older, single, and no kids. Okay? How much taxes comes out of your paycheck? Mine, I get taxed the shit out of.
Welcome to being a man, you absolute dunderhead. What are you talking about, you absolute idiot? You stupid woman. And guys, take a second, go over to Snowboard's channel. You know what I'm saying? Go and drop him a sub. I'd appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Go over there. Hit the like button, guys. Yeah, but welcome to being a man, right? Right, guys?
Okay, I take home half or a third of my paycheck. That's it, because the rest goes to taxes. Why? Because I don't have kids and I'm not married. So I'm the oddball out. Is that what they're saying, the government? Because you're not the norm that we're gonna tax the shit out of.
Still finds a way to be a victim.
What the hell is that? Are you freaking kidding me? And so I've talked about this a lot and to a lot of people, and it literally shakes me to the core. Like, what do you want me to do? Go get married to some Tom, Dick, or Harry? And go
Aren't you like 1,000 years old? Yeah. Who would marry this chick?
Adopt a kid? Just so I can save on my taxes. Is that what I have to do? Because I'm going to go do it.
You move.
I'm tired of my hard-earned dollars being freaking taxed because I'm not the normal person. Yeah. Like, can I write off my dog? I heard somebody say they're going to write off their dog. I'll write off.
You're a dog.
There has to be an alcoholic, zannied up chick. Because there was a chick who was like, why can't we use sick time to take care of our pets like our coworkers take care of their children? Like, are you seriously asking that? Like, what are you talking? Is that not the most lonely wine mom? I mean, wine drinking mentally ill 304 thing that I've ever heard. My dog gets sick, so I need to take a week off, please.
Wow.
And let me cook for a second. And men, you've heard me say this many, many, many times. When it comes to these older chicks, I have no sympathy for an older chick that is average looking, even above average looking, because all that tells me is that you were a demon and too rambunctious and too idiotic to get on a good man's program. Yeah. And so no, I'm not going to save you. You know, like Rorschach says, you know, they'll cry out and ask for help, and I'll whisper no.
Yeah. Guys,
where did you hear that? And you when they cry out and ask for help, you whisper
no.
no.
Rorschach from The Watchmen.
You never saw the Watchmen snowboard?
No.
Oh, you love it, dude. It's a good movie, man. Check it out. So it's basically
good movie.
Novel. It's basically one big social commentary about like, you know, about like, you know, it basically, yeah, there's one big psyop, and It's great, dude. You'll check. It's right up your alley. People they thought it was odd because there was like superhero stuff, but it's one of those really, really serious things where it's talking about like what they would actually take to be world peace and like.
So
And
it's like a science fiction.
It's yes, but
Alternative.
It has superheroes, but like only one of them has superpowers, and it's basically like talking about how like mankind's nature's always been war, right? Well, it wasn't until the Cold War and nukes where we've actually had the ability to wipe each other off the face of the planet, to actually follow through with what we've been trying to do since the beginning of time. And what would it take? Like, what morally would you do or be okay with to stop that from happening and to make peace?
Yeah, that's a good
it's
summary.
a great movie, man. It really, and also too, like, what happens if someone does get like omnipotence and stuff? So it's basically talking about everything from politics to geopolitics to war to psychology to human nature to religion, because the Watchmen.
Watchmen.
The Watchmen. Yeah. The comics good too. You can find it online. But the movie's really, really good. And also with Dr. Manhattan, you know what I mean? Where he's basically a god, right? Like what would that do? Like it goes from them being God is real and he's an American because he's an American guy. So here we have this omnipotent guy. That would be like if Superman, I mean, he was raised here in the United States. Think about like what would happen if there was a Superman, but he was raised by the Soviet Union. We'd be cooked.
Yeah.
If Dr. Manhattan was a Soviet guy, they'd be cooked. It actually shows Dr. Manhattan fighting during the Vietnam War. He's just snapping.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Everyone
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever watch The Man in the High Tower?
No, because the scenario is so unlikely.
It's just interesting.
Yeah, no, like I've heard it's really, really, really good, but World War II history is like my favorite thing. Like
Same, and that's why I love it. It's just a
what I'm
fascinating
saying
perspective.
is the likelihood of the Germans winning World War II was just so small. Like it's crazy. Like and also too, like here we are again. Oh yeah, the first thing that they did was wipe out all the black people. So it's just nuts. But like the idea that Germany can somehow have taken over the UK and then occupy the United States is just so absurd, because that would mean that. But I heard that it's good though, right? I've heard that because there's a book called what is it? In the Garden with Monsters. It's called In the Garden with Beasts or with Monsters, and it's basically In the Garden of Beasts, and it is a book about the American ambassador to 1930s Germany, and he moves his whole family over there. And at first, they're having a grand old time. His daughter's out there socializing with socialites and talking to these generals and officers, and his son's going to college there. And then all of a sudden, Germany turns into in World War II Germany, like, we got to get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy because it kind of is based on a true story, but it shows how people, like, what the atmosphere was like in the 30s in Germany, right? Like, people actually think that how it was in the 40s was how it was. No, like, anyways, check it out. So, but it's called
and just real quick, and just Snowboard. The reference I was saying, the way the quote goes is, the accumulated filth of all their sex and murder will foam up about their waist, and all the whores and politicians will look up and shout, "Save us!" And I'll look down and whisper, "No."
Yeah.
It's a
Those
good
sound
monologue in that
actually
movie.
pretty good.
And that sounds like how us red pill guys are when we talk about MGTOW and men minding their own business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Guys, like, bro, like, what? When you get to the point where men stop answering the call, you're cooked. You're cooked.
That's the saddest thing about these conflicts we have, is there's nothing worth fighting for anymore.
Yeah. Guys, so protecting America and then American interests are two different things. Vastly different things. And that's one thing that I can say about Marvel Comics back in the day was when Captain America, you know, he was used to fighting direct bad guys. But then when he woke up in the 70s, in the 80s, he's like, well, what am I fighting for? Like, well, I don't understand this. And that's why he stopped being Captain America. And then the U.S. agent guy became Captain America. But like he actually became disillusioned because he was used to the truth, justice, and the American way. And these generals and stuff, they were trying to use Captain America for their proxy wars. He's like, this is not right.
That's correct.
Yeah, you're talking about when what was that? When the Nazi organization
Don't say
grew
the
inside of what Captain America served in, right? I can't remember the organization.
Hydra.
Hydra. Yes.
That
Mhm.
was one of the storylines, but this one was in the 80s. And Captain America was like basically in a board meeting, and they had to pull rank and be like, "You forget, Captain, that you're an asset of the U.S. government." He's like, "What did you just say to me?" He's like, "You're gonna do what we say when we say it." And that's when he stopped being Captain America, because he was trying to figure out like what's going on. Like he grew up in the time of World War II and stuff, where it's like, look, these are the bad guys, bad people, bad things. And not, well, you know, we live in gray. Captain America, he's a very black and white type of guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These are the bad
But
guys.
what if-
This is why.
Yeah. Well, what it was that he got disillusioned though, so you know he kept going as Nomad.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
just to be some type of superhero. It was all in the comics and all that stuff though.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's what happened though. He just followed orders, like you said. He just followed, and that was it. And then he got disillusioned with the way the government was going and everything. So he just said, "Forget it. I'm not doing this, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna protect the country or the government, whatever though."
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
but
what you just said there, Age, you just gave me, you know, Roots vibes. You know, your name is
I was
Toby.
invited to a wedding where I
Yeah. But guys, here's the thing: never, ever, 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 ever disrespect our troops and our military, right? But guys, once again, even if you don't agree with the reason why they're over there, guys, it's not their fault they're over there. People join the military because oftentimes they want to do what's right. Yes, they are willing to sacrifice a lot more than what we are. Guys, the fact that people disrespect the military is insane. Go at the politicians who ordered them out there. Fine.
Exactly.
Right? But
Exactly.
do not. That's one thing I cannot stand is people disrespecting the military.
Well,
My
can
dad,
can I clarify the
mom- hold on,
intentions
hold
of the
on.
people? Yeah.
My dad, my mom, my sister, my cousin, 3 uncles, 2 aunts, all served in the military, right?
Wow.
So you're gonna say that their sacrifice is what? All because you don't agree with Orange Man? Like, bro, go for him, but don't go
Exactly.
military. This is
Exactly.
the same as what Kevin Samuels said, that people they would come for Kevin Samuels, but they wouldn't come for Steve Harvey or any of these absolute idiots that are saying even worse stuff that's more damaging for Black culture and Black women and Black people. They will go for the military service members, but they won't go for the people who are sending them out there. They'll go for the ICE agents, but they won't go for they won't actually write their politicians or write the executive office. Matt, you were saying?
Well, so I want to clarify just, you know, when it comes to the people who serve in uniform, because I've got some insight there. The people who are professional soldiers, when they're deployed downrange, it doesn't become about the rightness or wrongness of what you're doing. That leaves, and it just becomes making sure that the people around you get home to their families.
Yep.
And that is, if you want to understand, the people that you serve around are also your friends. You have an emotional connection with them. It becomes about them, about the guy next to you. That's what it becomes about for the people who serve in these conflicts.
Yeah.
People shouldn't get that twisted. It's an evolved sense of personal survival, but
Yeah.
just adapted to the team level, because you do everything as a team downrange. Everything.
Radix says war is a failure. Diplomacy. I don't agree with that. There are times, guys. Look. War.
Hey, I gotta bounce quick before you go into it. You guys have a lovely night.
I
You too.
Take it
All
easy.
right, have a good night.
Guys, there was no diplomacy in World War II. Sorry. There was no diplomacy in the Revolutionary War either.
Well, Britain tried appeasement with Hitler, and it only encouraged him.
Okay, Matt, I need
Sorry.
you to not.
I'm sorry.
Please.
Mustache man, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
please, thank you. No, you're totally good, bro. You're totally good. But yeah. Anyways, you were saying?
Well, so England attempted appeasement with Mustache Man and
That
his
was Chamberlain,
regime,
right?
Yeah, and essentially gave them Poland,
Yeah.
it was Austria,
Yeah,
Poland and
Czechoslovakia.
yes, it was part of Central Europe.
Yeah.
And they sought to avoid war. What I will point out about human nature, we're mammalian. Mammals fight with each other.
Yeah, that's true.
That's part of our natural existence. That's how we've learned to survive and evolve. So the idea that we're not going to have conflict over territory or resources is literally insane. There has never been 1 year where there has been universal peace on this planet. Not 1 year. There's been a war going on every year that we have existed as a people. Since we could pick up rocks, we were beating each other over the heads with rocks.
Yep.
Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah. And guys, Neville Chamberlain.
Beta.
I mean, let's be honest, you know?
Yeah. He was. No, he was.
Invited to a
He was.
Here you go.
wedding where I don't have a +1 and I don't know a lot of people going, I just politely decline.
Yeah.
And nobody has like pushed back on that at all. But I just think putting myself in a position where I'm just probably traveling somewhere at this point, and then I'm like spending money to stay in a hotel by myself, then I'm going to be all weekend by myself. It's just a lot. I have to kind of like do what's best for me in that situation. Obviously, if it was a close friend, I would go. But if it's someone that I just don't really speak to that much anymore, I just have to make that call. And I think that's okay. And like, we need to normalize that a little bit. If I'm
I know, guys. I know, guys. You guys' arms are tired from playing the world's smallest violin, right? Come on, man. But I thought they were all happy to be single, traveling and drinking wine. Yeah, right? Please, look at this.
I can't be the only one who's noticed this, but it is getting to the point in my 20s, I turned 28 in December, where everyone around me, it seems like, is getting married, having babies, buying houses, and things of that nature. And don't get me wrong, I feel like I'm someone who's pursuing my dreams and doing what I want to be doing. But increasingly, I'm starting to get that voice in the back of my head where I'm like, you need to start thinking about having kids, if you want to have kids, if you want to get married, like all of these things. And I know realistically there is no timeline. Like I've
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
There you go. I know that there's no timeline. I know that of course there's a timeline. You absolute dunderhead. What are you talking about? Guys, come on.
You stupid woman.
What are you talking about? You guys see the Lulu level here, right? Right to the Lulu level, guys.
It's over 9,000.
Come on.
I feel like I've heard enough people talk about that now. But I'm sure a lot of people, especially if you're older, can relate to that feeling in your late 20s of like, oh my gosh, time is like, it's not coming back. And I feel like I've spoken about this before where I'm fully getting that.
I'm all alone, governor. All I've got is me wine, governor.
Comprehension that these years are not coming back. And I'm kind of like, I feel like I kind of miss my early 20s. I'm like, wow, like we're just getting older. The responsibilities are just getting more and more. It's a weird period to exist in. And I'm so excited for everyone. Like it's such a sick time. But also there is that thing in my mind where I'm like, I need to start getting a wriggle on with my life. It feels like.
This, guys, a woman's worst enemy is always another woman. And guys, this chick, she's a pretty chick. You know what I'm saying? Look at her right here. You know what I'm saying? And she's British. There's no reason why this chick should be having the problem she's having. You know what I'm saying? Well, she's decent little. Well, yeah, you know, she doesn't seem.
No, she should just be just like working at a coffee shop at Mary.
Yeah. Maybe it's the accent. You know what I'm saying? That. So wait, she's English. Was it South African? So she's half black and half.
well.
Yeah, but guys, yeah, there's no reason why she should be losing. You know what I mean? None. Guys, put a 1 if you agree.
Community, while
this chick is cooked. Watch.
Doing the collective, just got our first piece of what I can.
Oh, hold on. She has this social justice thing going on too. Yeah, guys, there's no reason why this chick should be saying single AF, right?
Okay,
You know what I mean?
story time. For the 10 years that I've lived in London, I've never had a hair salon experience that really started to
Blah,
set
blah,
someone
blah,
apart.
blah, blah.
I'm so happy with it. I have.
Yeah, she's not a bad looking chick. But guys, she's cooked. She's cooked, guys. Then this should not be happening. But this is what feminism does. This is what feminism does. You know? Hold on, guys. We have a couple more of these, right? Let's do this.
You know, people don't talk about the fact that if you're the last one in your friend group to get like married, have a kid, etc., by the time you get married, it's like not exciting anymore. Nobody has the money or the resources or the time to go to your bachelorette party. It's all been done. Everyone's been to Nashville, Las Vegas, Cabo, all the places. They don't have the ability.
Yeah, and we all know what girls do on bachelorette trips in Cabo,
Oh.
and Nashville, and Vegas.
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside hoeing. I work at hoeing. Y'all want to know what company I work at? I work at hoeing. That's the company I work at, hoeing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh man.
Guys, hit the like button. Guys, we need 4 more likes. We're at 100 likes, guys. Hit the like button. Elam says, great show. We joined the military to accelerate our future. Protecting is our real reason for war. We've had freedom for so long. The huge groups of Americans don't care about 45,000 plus Iranians. Facts, guys. You have people protesting. Look. I don't think that we should be over there, but there's positives to that dunderhead getting taken out. Guys, the Iranians were under a brutal dictatorship, right? Now, guys, say what you want. I'm more of a isolationist, but guys, if that means that there's hundreds of thousands or millions of people being free, because if the Iranians are dancing in the streets, right, saying "Thank you, Orange Man," and you got these woke idiot dunderheads that say, rah, 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 rah. But thanks for the $9.99, my brother. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You are scaring the hoes.
Appreciate that.
To leave their kids with their husband for 4 days while, you guys go get trashed. When you have your kids, they've already had 2, maybe 3. They're over it. Their kids are already in middle school. But at the same time, right now, while they're going through all that, while they're having kid number 1, baby number 1, and you're supporting them, showing up for the baby showers, showing up to, get to know the kid, etc., they're not understanding the stage of life you're in. Whether they mean to or not, there's this constant why aren't you going ahead and getting married? What are you doing? You think you can just party forever? As though I'm making a choice to do this. Which is fine. I get that they don't understand this.
She's a pot smoking slut.
No, but because that's actually the most aware thing that she said. She said that she doesn't have a choice. It's now because no man wants her.
Right.
She is making choices to make her lifestyle that way
No,
along, and she will not be accountable for her behavior.
I get it, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is she's confirming what we're saying. The men that she wants don't want her.
Right.
Right? She doesn't have a choice in this. No woman is single by choice. That's what I mean. No woman is single by choice. None. Period. And guys, look at this. Just look at how angry and bitter this broad is.
She like distorted her own face.
Just look at that.
A pot smoking.
stage of life that I'm in, the same way I don't understand the stage of life they're in. But it makes me sad to think that when I get married, fine.
Yeah, right.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Thank God will
If she gets married, I'll eat my shorts.
and have kids, it like won't be exciting anymore. And I hope someone's still excited for me.
You're cooked.
Oh,
Chick
Lord.
is so
Why,
cooked.
why does it
man.
seem like she, like, you know, when she was talking about all of those other celebrations that her friends were
a chore
having,
to her.
right? Like the showers and all of that. Why was she not just genuinely happy for them? Why did it have to come around to being back about her? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like they're genuinely incapable of just being happy for somebody else.
Deciding on how many martinis I'm gonna have tonight before I bring up the fact that he hasn't proposed yet. Jesus, look at that, guys. What, guys? Sorry, guys. Xanax, Zoloft, or what's the other one? Snowboard.
Alexa,
Or Lexapro.
No, Lexaho.
Guys, put which one you think she's.
The worst was once seeing a guy.
All
and
the
he was
above.
a trainer in
Yeah,
gym,
can it be
so
a
I
combination?
Look at that.
They used to call it speedball. I don't know.
Oh, look at
It might be walkball.
Wow.
Yeah. Yow.
Why?
Yow.
About wearing this? Look at that, guys.
She's a dog.
Come on, guys. Come on. Dude, that she has no one in her life
Yeah.
to talk to her
Yeah.
because why would someone let her leave the house looking like that? What a joke. Hold on, guys. We're gonna go here. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Here you go. Now, guys. Now we talked about them saying that there's the singles tax, right? Okay. Here we go, guys. Watch this.
Here I am again, getting punished for traveling alone, being single, being alone, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm in Ghent. I came to this beautiful tea room. They do brunches and lunches, and it's really lovely in there. I came by earlier, made a reservation for tea for one person, and I sat down. It took forever for them to acknowledge me after I was given a menu. And then
she got pissed about that.
I said, "Hi, tea, please." And she goes, "It's from 2 people only. You must have 2 people."
I thought you were strong.
Sandbag. She got teabagged.
Oh, Johnny!
That should be retarded, but it's actually kind of awesome.
no, but guys, they actually look at the expenditure, right? Like they say, look, how much is this tea thing gonna cost versus how much one person spends here? It's not worth it. Worth it. It's not. That's like, yeah, you guys are gonna spoiler alert. There's a chick who's trying to say that she went to a hibachi place with the big thing and the chef cuts up all the stuff, and she tried to do it for one. And they're like, no.
Yeah.
You better
yeah. You're more cooked than this meat because you're a dog.
Oh.
You didn't mention that earlier when I made the reservation with you. She said, "You wanted tea earlier?" I said, "Yes." I said, "Tea."
She's like making a video right in front of the
she says it's only 2
establishment,
people. I said,
too.
"Can
In the
you please make an
middle of the street and
exception?"
everything.
I'm literally
Middle
one
of the whole,
person.
like,
Do you want me to
alleyway.
make it up?
What's funny is chicks get mad when they say, "Why are most recipes feeding more than one per person?" It's like, because most recipes back in the day were made by women who were cooking for families. You absolute dunce.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
default is to have to cook for more than one person.
Yeah.
Whether you have children, you're supposed to be married with children, right? And that's why guys, when we're single, we'll make our sandwiches, ramen noodles, soup, or or we could eat enough for two because we have jobs that are actually physically taxing.
Yeah.
You buy steaks and it's enough for two people. I can eat a lot of steak. You know what I'm saying? So, but
That there's
I
two
was
people.
gonna say I can eat a lot of meat, but pause. but, no Diddy. So
Here, like, what do you want from me? And she says, sorry. And I said, okay. I gathered my things and I got up and left. And she goes, sorry. If you were sorry, then you would make an exception. Like, that stuff is very frustrating to me. Why am I being punished for being single?
and guys, it keeps going.
I have an issue with there being a requirement of a 2-person minimum to eat paella. I'm single. I like to eat out alone. Why am I being punished for being single? What if I want to eat 2 servings of paella? I can't order it still?
There it is, guys. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Those are the SSRIs.
Yeah.
There's the Zoloft
Yeah.
and the Lexapro right there, guys.
Oh, I took it before she left.
What is that stuff she was trying to eat? Why would it only be for like 2 people or something?
Paella. It's a Spanish dish.
Hey, that's from Spain. She got to be in Spain then, right?
Yeah. Here you go. This is it. So it comes in like this big kind of pan thing with rice. It's really, 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 really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really, really, really good. But you can see this is kind of a it's
like a pizza almost.
No, because there's like rice there's like grains and stuff. The thing is like you guys remember that the Spanish, the Portuguese, are all part black. They're all part North Africans because North Africans came up and conquered up there. That's why you go to Spain, Portugal, you see mosques there from like 100 years ago. A lot of their food is still influenced by North African Muslim culture. And look at this. This looks like something you would find in like Afghanistan. You would find in
It looks good.
It's good. It's really, really
it
good.
is. Yeah, it's good.
Yep. Let's see here. And this Dunderhead. Hold on, guys. Hit the like button, guys. I need 3 more likes, guys. Stop. Take a second and hit that like button. So here we go.
Gonna be a vulnerable post.
Jesus. Here we go. Nothing good. I actually think that I've covered this idiot before, right? But here we go.
And I hope that you guys give me the grace and space to talk about how I feel because I don't.
Oh, we won't, right?
Yeah.
We are judgmental, and this bad boy, right, guys?
However, we will comment.
I don't think it's an uncommon feeling, and I also want to know if anybody else can identify with it. Being single is starting to feel like a punishment, and this is coming from somebody who generally really does enjoy being single, and I really
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
value my solitude. Now, I think there are a few things that are playing into
solitude is a masculine trait, guys.
Mm-hmm.
One, if you agree, women are the more social of the sexes. A woman never wants to really be alone unless she's a lesbian, right? You know what I'm saying? Some of them will like being alone.
this feeling. I can definitely identify that for me personally, I think the emotion is coming from a place where I am longing for somebody else to really care for me. I'm longing for somebody to really want me. I'm longing for somebody to be interested in me.
Matt, see?
But I thought she wanted to be alone. What happened?
No. Did you see, guys? Did she mention about I want someone to cook for? I want someone to be a helpmate to. I want to enrich a person's life. You see how she's talking about what she wants? Yeah. What she's gonna get? This is modern women right here. Their whole definition, their whole way to define relationship is me, I want, I need. Ridiculous. Absolutely insane.
And before y'all say it, I am in therapy. I've been in therapy for over a year now, and it does work wonders. And
Not a surprise.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
I do love myself. I pour into myself. I'm selfish. And I have done the work to actually decenter men and relationships, but I am still simultaneously wanting companionship.
And guys, I'm so glad that this is the ultimate modern woman conundrum. Decentering men means you hate men, right? Honestly, right? They hate men, but they don't like women sexually, or some of them do, but they don't want to be in a relationship with a woman. So they hate us, but they're attracted to us. That's the number one problem with these absolute dunderheads. You know?
Yeah.
That's the thing they can't get around. Academia, pop culture, social media, their idiotic friends and their goofball mom tell them to hate men, but they're attracted to us. We're mammals. Their opposite sexes are attracted to each other. So now she's stuck. This is her base nature fighting with the feminist brainwashing right here, guys. Right here.
I think the second thing at play for me is never being anybody's first choice. And it's just so conflicting because I understand that male validation is a check that you can never cash, but that doesn't take away the human desire I have to be wanted. And I would like to be wanted by somebody who is a peer, not an older man that just wants somebody younger than him, and definitely not somebody who feels like they're settling for me. There are so many other reasons I don't think I can fit them all in one video, so let me know if y'all want a part 2. But the last point I'm going to leave you guys on, for me, is just sheer loneliness. I have an amazing friend group, I have great family, and I am always in good company with myself. But I feel like over time, being single, there is a really large part of myself that I constantly have to suppress. And it makes me sad that I don't get to use that piece of myself often enough. That is a desire to nurture somebody, to love somebody, to care for somebody, and just be vulnerable with somebody.
She's so cooked, guys. And guys, can you imagine actually dating this chick? She's going to take all that foolishness into the relationship. All this baggage, all this the thinking stuff, all that. Jesus.
Jesus, dude.
Is that her? Holy moly. Look at those tattoos. Is she a tattoo artist?
Yeah.
No, her sister is. Oh no, she got a Barbie tattoo. Oh my goodness. God. Look at that, guys. Come on.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
Guys, hit the like button. Holy moly.
Why would she have a Barbie tattoo for? For what?
Because she's a dirty, dunder-headed, nasty 304.
Oh boy.
Guys, here's the thing. For a B-dub, she has the bull ring. Guys, for a B-dub, she's not bad looking. She could lose some weight, obviously.
Yeah.
But she's not bad looking. She doesn't seem to be loud. You know what I'm saying? But she could lose some weight because her head is all messed up. Her head is all. I wonder if she was skinnier at some. Oh yeah, well guys, this is. Oh yeah.
Well.
It's interesting.
AJ, the postman knocks 4 times.
It's interesting in that family picture. She didn't have a picture of her father.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that's why I did the well. You know. Yeah. She really needs to lose about 25, 30
I think that would help.
Because she doesn't have a bad figure. She's not ugly, and she seems pretty polite. The thing is, her whole chicks who spend this much time by themselves just turn into demons. Guys, put a 1 if you agree, right?
All these videos she got. Wow.
Yeah. Well,
that's all she ever does? These videos?
Yeah, she has nothing better to do.
Wow.
Here we go, guys.
Uh-oh.
Well, I know, guys. The last two, sorry, guys, I didn't translate. You know, but
Nowadays, they're always going to give you like the worst of the worst possible sleeping arrangement if you are the single one. Like the bottom of the bed.
The bull ring, the stupid glasses, the hand tattoos. What a demon, dude. Look at this. There's a bridge left unguarded somewhere.
Wow.
Errol, the worst possible thing just because you're single. I didn't. One thing about the holidays, they're always going to give you like the worst of the worst possible sleeping arrangement if you are the single one. Like the bottom of the barrel, the worst possible thing just because you're single. I didn't say I wanted to be single. There was this one time that my family was visiting everyone in Michigan. I was the only single one at the time. Everyone had beds, but I had to sleep on the couch. And it's the same couch that my grandma's cat sleeps on. Guess who's allergic to cats? This girl.
You gotta get a dust buster. What's wrong with you?
Eyes were puffy and crying the entire week. I couldn't breathe. I could barely sleep. I am being punished for being single. Constantly. One thing about the holidays, they're always going to
Guys, what I'm gonna do is we haven't done a women are single and broke stream. All these single chicks with their student loans broke, guys.
Winter is coming.
Winter is here, guys. These chicks are cooked. I'm doing a video. This one chick has $260,000 in student loan debt.
Oh, wow.
What a show.
I've been reading the
guys, economically unattractive. That's what these chicks are, right? Come on.
Comments under my first video, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for listening. I'm glad that me sharing has opened up the space for you guys to feel seen. But as usual, I had so much more to say, so here is a part 2. One thing that
of course she has more to say. Of course.
I think is really exhausting about being single, and it's really making it feel like a punishment, is constantly having to do everything for yourself. Let me reiterate, I have a great support system.
Welcome to see, she says something, so backtrack. It sucks being by myself, but hold on. I have a great support system. I love being me. I'm so great. But, and then she starts crying.
Yeah.
Again, this is why, guys, you could never take advice from a woman.
She's trying
Ever.
to seem well balanced, so she seems like more of a victim in the end. See, like I'm just such a well balanced person, pretty easy to get along
but
with.
Snowboard, this is the thing where, guys, put a 1 if you agree that women are. I always say that they're either the heroes or the victims, but guys, they always tell stories where they're both the hero and the victim.
Yeah,
99% of the time they're volunteers, guys.
I also want to
white supremacy and blah 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 blah. But I have all these degrees in this, and I'm so rich and amazing. But still, I'm a victim of what's like. You can't be both the hero and the victim at the same time. Matt, you were saying?
And I just wanted to say, this is where ideology meets reality. That's what you're seeing. This is, all of these ideas that she thought were so great turned out not to be so great in the end for her.
Yep.
Otherwise, you know what? She wouldn't be making these videos.
Yep. I thought you were
If
gonna say
her-
this is where the rubber meets the hoe.
Right.
Oh,
That's exactly right.
Yeah. What a mess. 15 cents, how you doing? Inferno, how you doing? Kevin's, how you doing? Radix, how you doing?
I heard that smoke detector in the background too.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
my
I never
friends
missed
and
that.
my family. But I think there's this innate desire to actually have somebody who romantically cares for me, do things for me. I've seen videos where people in relationships talk about not having to think and being able to turn their brains off. I dream about that at night. I dream about it. I work a full-time job. I have a business. I have an organization, and I am so tired. A lot of Black women are hyper independent from childhood trauma, me included. And it's led me to this place where it's like,
As the government is the one funding said lifestyle. Yeah, you're
Yes.
independent or you're on food stamps, please.
oh my gosh, I feel like I've been an adult my whole life. And I'm definitely not looking for a partner to heal that wound. But I think it would be therapeutic for anybody to be able to rely on somebody else to get.
So I just try to go get some hibachi by myself. I sit by the hibachi grill and watch the little show, see the volcano, see the fire, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Just a little solo outing by myself. Did y'all know you can't see hibachi side unless you have 2 people?
Yeah.
Like you have to be like 2 people to be sat at the hibachi grill. Why does the world hate single people? The world hates single people because
No, it's because it's not economically feasible for a hibachi chef just to do a single dinner for one person.
Yeah, no, we don't hate single people. We just hate you.
Just you specifically.
You remember who saw Stand By Me, the movie?
I did.
Matt, you saw it?
Yep.
Snowboard. Did you see it?
With River Phoenix, right? That's what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Angel, you saw it? Secret. You saw it?
I don't remember it. I know I
you
have River
remember-
Phoenix and Will Wheaton, but I don't remember it.
I don't remember. I don't think I've seen that.
What do you do? Shoot all of us? No, Ace. Just you. Guys, check out Stand By Me. That's a great movie.
Enjoy hibachi by myself. Why do I need another person for that?
Idiot.
You owe your single friends money, or at least more inconvenience. I saw something the other day that said I'd be a villager, but I won't take you to the airport. And honestly, it pissed me off. For the last decade of my life, I have spent hundreds, maybe thousands, celebrating my friends and relationships. Engagement parties, bachelorettes, wedding travel, gifts for each of these events, and then baby showers, housewarmings, and what is spent on me as a 31-year-old single person who lives in an apartment, an occasional latte or dinner covered, maybe a birthday gift. And it's not that I did any of these things unwillingly. And really what I'm mad about is this single tax, all of these financial imbalances in society that favor couples. We split the Airbnb, but get the twin bed, or worse, the couch. We need a ride somewhere, pay for an Uber. I'm just tired of having to pay more and sometimes having a worse experience simply because love hasn't worked out for me yet.
Hold on, but those were her choices.
Take me to the fucking airport. You owe your...
There you go, guys. See? There you go. Guys, what a mess. What an absolute mess, right?
Well,
You
I
owe
just
us
think it's
money for what
interesting
you
that they try and frame being single as a tax.
Yeah. Yep.
Like there's nothing that says entitlement like that.
Yep.
They're completely capable of finding somebody to date and dating that person. And also, I just wanted to point out from the other side, the people that are throwing the wedding showers and the weddings and the baby showers and all of that, they're spending a lot of money for you to be there too.
Yeah.
Like a big part of that is about just the experience of being with their friends when they celebrate major accomplishments in life. And she's not valuing any of that because she doesn't care about that for herself.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just like a human portion of these women that's like missing.
Yeah. Yep. But here's the thing. They've been trained to not want this, right? To be fooled into thinking that they don't want this.
Yeah.
So guys, anything else on the topic, you know?
No.
What a mess. Hold on, we'll do this. 1 second. What's a good one? Well, here's another news story, guys, and then we'll switch gears. Guys, we did hit 100 likes, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Here we go. Look at this. Oh yeah!
Wow.
And guys, you know what? Let's have a guys. Who wants to do a live stream of Jesse Lee Peterson's best moments? Anyone? Guys, put a 1. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go,
I've never really watched much of Jesse Lee Peterson.
Oh, you're missing out, guys. There's a guy called Get a Job, right? And he does Jesse Lee Peterson's best moments. Hold on. I'll show him here in a little bit, but yeah. Hold on, guys. Okay, here we go. Look at this.
Police arrested a Jonesboro woman after officers say she refused to return nearly $20,000 her employer accidentally paid her. 50-year-old Renee.
Well.
Burns faces a theft charge of more than $5,000 but less than $25,000 after a payroll glitch paid her $1,650 an hour instead of $1,650. Her employer says when the error was caught, Coleman refused to pay the money back. Coleman was arrested today on an outstanding warrant. Her bond is set at $15,000. She is due
almost as much as she stole, dummy.
Back in court on May
Wait.
18th.
Wait, hold on. They deposited in her bank. I guess they put in her check. Because I know sometimes, I've seen stories where banks have accidentally, put money in people's account and stuff like that. But that's a weird one. I mean,
Well, there's probably some idiotic B-dub working the payroll. You know what I'm saying? Probably friggin' smoking her vape and acting stupid. So it is what it is, So, but guys, let's do this, guys. Thanks for being here, right, guys? Anyone who wants to join the Discord, guys, let me know.
Now, with that being said, I know there's been a couple of times, throughout my career where I've got like a large sum in my bank account. I mean, my payroll, and I'm like, what the hell? But I went and I checked. Was this a mistake? And so me, I do check if that was happening to me.
Yep.
Not worth it.
That's the sound of the police.
Here we go. Oh, guys, never, ever, ever, ever be with a chick who can't handle her alcohol or her drugs. You don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Where everyone else is having fun and then she's losing her damn mind. No. Don't do it.
Let go of me.
Let go.
Officers responded to an intoxicated female
off the street whooping ass in this bitch.
Violently striking the windows of a bar after assaulting staff who denied her entry.
Do you want to go to jail? No. Step over here. No, I don't. Okay, grab your ID. Okay, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail.
I am not to drive to drunk.
Hey, put your hands behind your back. No. Put your hands behind your back. No.
There's the butterfly tattoo. We all know what the butterfly tattoo means, right, Snowboard?
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside home.
I like it though.
What's that? Oh, anyways.
Uh-oh.
It's time.
Oh, no.
She was a repeat offender, so officers quickly placed her in handcuffs. But the situation was far from over.
I'm legal. You realize that, right?
Legally drunk.
1095. I need a transport card.
Stop it. Let go of my finger.
No. Okay. Cool. No, seriously, talk to me. You bitches. I did nothing wrong. I'm legal. I'm 20.
Well, you're intoxicated. You apparently assaulted somebody, and you.
I didn't assault anybody. They assaulted me. Talk to me. Seriously, talk to me. Talk to me.
I'm trying to talk to you.
Get up.
Daria.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Daria.
We're going to me.
Talk to me right now.
Talk to me. I didn't do anything wrong.
Let's talk and not kick people.
I didn't hit me.
You just kicked
me. Literally. Yeah. Talk to me.
Okay, we're talking now, but you can't be kicking us.
Then I won't.
What happened? What happened with the doorman?
Can I keep your bodies over here looking at me?
Oh, do you want to walk over here by my car where we're away from the people? Let's do that.
Please. She said I'm not. I know this is. No. Please stop there. Can I?
Yeah, let's chat, but let's get you out of where people can see you.
No, I'm not gonna get in the car.
Daria, how many times have we done this? You're gonna get in the car.
I'm not getting in the car.
They know her by name. She's a frequent
They
flyer.
know her already.
Damn.
Whoa.
I will get besides the point. I can explain my story.
Well,
my story. You just did not.
Come on, Methany. Wait, no, where is this?
Yeah, you never get my story. You never get my
Ohio,
story.
Florida.
Yeah, where is this anyway? Yeah.
Ohio City. Ohio, Iowa, Florida. Oh wait, Angel's back now. Hold on. I don't have to take on the friggin' on the mantle anymore. Now
Ohio.
the Angels. What's that?
Ohio, Illinois, Florida, New Mexico, Idaho, Montana, Hawaii,
New Jersey. No, Angel.
New Jersey.
Remember, what are the states that we've seen the most? Was it Ohio, Florida,
Ohio, right?
California,
New Mexico,
and
Wisconsin
New
has
Jersey,
a lot.
and New Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Wisconsin.
Angel, do you remember though? One stream we saw two chicks get tased, one get pepper sprayed, and the other one got the beanball, got the beanbag. It was you, me, and Jameson. You remember that?
I think so. Yeah.
Whole gamut of all the less lethal freaking technology. It was great.
Listen for a second. Okay?
Out of the car and run at the cops. He had that a shotgun with that beanball. Bow right in her stomach. She's
Yeah.
Daria. I'm trying to listen, but you're yelling at me. So I got to give you your rights before you tell me your story, right? Like that's the law.
Give me my rights.
You have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, see how she just turned that off? Ah, give me my rights. You know what I'm saying? Please.
That to me.
Tell me your story, or don't. It's up to you. They didn't come after you.
They did.
Daria, they weren't trying to come after
They
you.
did. You don't know that. You literally were not here.
You're right.
Do you realize that?
You're right. What happened with the doorman? Because they're saying you didn't stop pulling away and stuff. Just relax.
I'm
Just
not
stand
going
easy.
to rest again. So like.
Just stand up. Or sit, or whatever you want to do, but like twisting your arms and shit isn't working.
I'm not twisting. I'm just trying to like. Can I rest right here? Like I'm resting. I don't want to tell a story.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You want to sit? Is that what you're trying to say, or you want to lean against the
I'm not sitting.
No more kicking and shit. I think we can all agree that that's not the solution, and that's not going to make it any better.
Why do you arrest me out of all the people that you see?
You're the one sitting
Because you're intoxicated, banging on the door, screaming, and you apparently assaulted
Don't believe
someone.
in any other people that cause anything.
So what happened tonight?
Knock, knock, knocking on hell's door.
Knocking on Zanny's door.
So you were under arrest. You're not getting out of it. End of discussion. So you can either tell us your side, what happened, or we can just go sit in the squad car.
I feel like it doesn't matter what I tell you.
That's up to you.
Stop!
Okay, we're gonna walk over here.
We'll get in this car over here, okay? Stop.
Come on.
Has this ever worked for you? All of the times that this ever worked? It never works, right? You're gonna get pepper spray to keep it up.
God.
Just get in the car.
Iowa
No,
City.
Oh, yeah.
you literally bullshit. Take a seat.
Uh-oh. You want some pepper?
Pepper.
This is why I support police brutality.
Yeah, if
I absolutely
okay.
do. I 100% agree with police brutality in situations like this. I think that pain is one of the best teachers in life, and for idiots, that's their chosen method of learning.
Guys, put a 1 if you agree that body cams are like the worst thing that happened to BLM.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Deadass, dude.
They're trying to get them taken away now.
Yeah,
because
they said
because
body,
it defeats
body
their
cams
narrative.
are white. So I'm upset.
Yep.
Please.
Well, they tried to say that the shot tracker system in Chicago, the mayor shut that down. They
Yeah.
tried to say that the shot tracker was white supremacy.
Yeah.
Because it picked up more gunshots in black neighborhoods than white ones.
Yeah.
You can't make this up.
Yep.
Yep. They're putting in work.
Yep.
Probably.
Let go of me. Let go of me.
Let go. Stop fighting.
Now you just called a felony for attempted disorder police officer.
Good.
Oh, she tried grabbing the gun.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, cooked.
Bullshit.
Look at this, bro.
Yeah.
Turning misdemeanors into felonies.
And if the ponytail patrol could get her in,
Ponytail
easier,
patrol's barely doing
people
anything.
do this. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if a cop has like a grade A rating, they should be allowed to eat either one gut punch or one stomp.
No, like caning in the streets. I want to see canings.
Dead
like
ass,
how
dude.
they canings. I think would be good.
Yeah, they do that in Singapore, and their
Yeah.
their cities are very clean.
Yeah,
and people listen to the police. Let me tell you something.
Yep, that's true. Guys, I can't even remember the last interaction I have with a cop because I drive like a grandpa, so I don't get pulled over. Oh, I actually think it was one of the cops around here. I was leaving a restaurant, and I remember what there was the body cam footage that we reacted to, where the lady had stuffed all those steaks down her dress. And I was like, officer, hey, I was just watching a body cam thing online of your PD busting this chick that stuck a bunch of steaks down her dress.
Oh,
he's like, oh, that was online.
She made a
Right?
big
Oh,
mistake.
yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah. She would have got a car T-bone sitting there.
Oh.
You got to edit the video. You got to only get the meat and potatoes. Oh!
You know, if I was able to make a law, I would have put down, if it took 1 minute to put a suspect in a car, pepper spray.
Yeah,
That's it. This is taking too long.
She tried to grab a taser. Angel, there was a body cam thing that you guys remember the chick she was in the back of the car and she had a gun and the idiotic cop didn't search her. So she's in the back of the car, the cop's driving to the station, and she starts shooting at the guy.
Oh, wow.
Nuts.
Let go of me. Let go. Stop fighting.
No, you just caught a felony for trespassing on the police officer.
Yeah.
See, you're dead. You're saying you're dead. Look at this demon.
You lose.
Hey, look, she broke into pieces. Oh!
Flawless victory.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's it.
Jesus.
It's like a horror movie zombie. Oh. Look at this.
These people that get arrested, they act like little children throwing tantrums.
Yeah.
Because that's mentally what they are.
Yeah, this is the crib. She has a knee brace on too.
And I would tell you that habitual use of alcohol and drugs prevents the mental maturity. So many of these people started using at 13, 14. That's exactly how they act now. And that's why.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
What the fuck? That's literally illegal. What is wrong? I was literally legal.
Oh my god. Look at that. What is this? This is a horror show.
Legal, dude. My grandmother was she
So loud.
Look at this. Wow. They ain't her first time doing that. That's how we usually see her doing that.
Old habits die hard. So
Yep.
what can I tell you?
It went from a rear seat POV to a hand POV.
You want me to die?
See, again, this is
Daria
why I
Dement
support
Brown
police
was charged with
brutality.
multiple
A good old
offenses,
ass whooping would fix
including
this
public
real quick.
intoxication, assault on persons in certain occupations.
Dumbass. But all right, guys, I'll set this bad boy down, guys. 5 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be live. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Bye, guys.
All right. Have a good night, guys.